Hello, everybody. Welcome to, I call this Core and More with Fran. I'm Fran, of course, and I'm excited about doing this. It's a little more challenging abdominal work. I've already put out one video for those of you who may have issues where you can't come down on the floor. I've already given you one video that is much safer, and it's mostly in a chair, much simpler, so that you don't hurt your back or your neck. Now this is going to be more challenging, and it's going to be much more important for us to be aware of the correct form, how we hold the neck, and having the back down on the floor when you're supposed to, not making any abrupt moves, and also we breathe a very specific way, which I will guide you along as we go. You breathe a very specific way when you're when there's more pressure going on. You're going to be exhaling when you need to push a little harder. But what's most important with any of these exercises is that this is core work. So the whole rest of your body should be relaxed. All the heavy lifting is done by the core, and when the core is working properly, you'll be able to relax the rest of your body. Core and More is several different modes of abdominal work. Some are taken directly from yoga. They're yoga abdominal exercises. Some are from Kinetic, some are from Pilates, and some are just your regular old crunches, as in boot camp and the gym, the ones that we're much more familiar with. But in all of these cases with the floor abdominal work, the things we want to watch are the way, relaxing the neck, not straining the neck. And one of the first things I will tell you, because I'll guide you as we go, is one of the first things about relaxing the neck is when your back is rounded like this, or when the neck in the back is actually the top of your spine. So your neck should always be following the same curve of your spine, the same subtle curve of your spine. So this is really important when it comes to crunches, and when we do the roll down, roll up, which is pretty challenging. So get your water, and listen to your body. Rest when you need to. If it feels to you like you're hurting something, slow down, withdraw, watch maybe a little bit, and go back in when you feel rested enough. But listen to your body. Don't power through anything. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Okay. So first thing, we're sitting nice and long on the mat. I might change the direction of the mat at some point, but just shake out your legs. We always want to warm up a little bit with some basic spine stretches. And always starting, mixing, being aware of your breathing with those light stretches. Okay, inhale, we're going to bring up the right arm. Exhale over, you're stretching your side. And come back, inhale, left arm up. Keep your hip on the floor, don't bring that hip up. Exhale, switch again. Inhale, warming up the spine. Exhale over. Inhale up. And one more time this way. Exhale. Now bring both hands down behind you. We want to lift up from the top, the center of the chest. This is a great example of looking at how your neck stays in line with the subtle curve of your spine. It stays in line with the direction of your spine. Release. Exhale, forward fold. Over the legs. Oh, that feels so good. Breathe. Let go of the weight of the head. And now slide your hands back. And basically right here you're rolling up the spine from the base of the spine to the bottom of the back, the middle of the back, the upper back, and then your head comes up. And once your head is up, the shoulders always follow. Inhale up, back, exhale, down, 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 down. And shoulders up, inhale up, back. Let the rest of your arm be relaxed. Exhale down. Now those are just the basic warm-ups for the legs. Rotate your ankles for the legs and the spine. Rotate the ankles. And now go the other way. Okay, we're going to do a twist before we get turn around on the hands and knees. So I'm going to slide up my right leg. Still keep the spine as tall as you can. Don't force it though. Inhale and twist from the waist to the right. You're also looking, as you're twisting, you're looking over your shoulder. Breathe, breathe. And come back the other way, just like we do in yoga. Inhale, exhale as you twist. Release. Now face the front and that knee that's bent, you're going to cradle. This is going to warm up your hip. So you can just sit here and gently rock that cradle if you want. Relax, breathe. And release. Slide up the other leg. Inhale. This is the left leg. Back is tall. Open the arms and exhale. Twist to the left. Hug your knee. Remember, even now, the core is working. The rest of the body is pretty relaxed. So, if you were to check yourself, you're not holding anything stiff. And release. Inhale across. Twist to the right. Exhale. Breathe. Release. And turn back to the front and cradle that bent knee. You are relaxing the hip, allowing that hip to open up. It's very important because if the muscles in the hip are tight, usually it means they're tight going from the hip to the spine and from the hip to the psoas muscle, the inner thigh muscle, and from the hip down the outside IT band of the leg. So this is a very important little stretch here. And release and straighten down. One more little shake out. Up hallelujah with those arms. Rotate your wrist down. And we're going to begin. So we're going to turn around. And this is probably one of the hardest things we could be doing. I'm just going to turn this a little more to the side. And we're up on our hands and knees. If you want, before we start the next thing, you can circle, which is still warming up the spine in such a lovely way. This is a great stretch to do first thing in the morning. Your hips and your spine are circling, then go the other way. Always using the breath with your movement in a way that supports what you're doing. Okay, so this next thing, plank, because I did fracture my wrist a year ago now, but I'm still doing my plank on my forearms. You can do it up here. You can do it like this. If it's too much for you to lift your whole body up, you can stay on your knees, and from your knees to your head is this nice long angle, still working your abdominal core muscles. And the way I'm going to do it here is down on my forearms. And now you don't want to hold your breath. I know what it's like, that you think if you hold your breath, you'll be able to stand it better, but keep breathing nice and deep. Core is doing all the work. And release, control lowering the knees, and scooch back, rest in child pose. Exhale. Now we're going to do a little variation on that plank, which is also excellent for core. This time I am going to come up on my knuckles. You can be on your hands if you want, and lifting the body up. And what you're going to do is very lightly touch one foot, other foot, one foot, other. Put the work into the core. That's an exhale. And then right here, rest. Remember, nothing abrupt in your changes. Inhale, and then exhale back in child pose. Breathe. Now, come up on your forearms, lace your fingers. This is one of my favorite stretches because it's for the arch of the back. So you put your head in your hands and you let your spine, let your back drop. So I call this, it's like a saddle, the saddle of your back. You're letting it drop. Relax, breathe. Your shoulders should be very relaxed. Okay, then nice and gradually come up. And this is for the buttocks muscle. So we are going to bring back, this is my left leg here. Just doing a little adjusting. So the left leg is back, and we're going to lift that left leg from the butt muscle, from the butt cheek muscle. So you see my leg's not perfectly straight. It doesn't have to be. I'm looking down at the floor and little lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. As you stop, you're still squeezing that butt cheek. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Now bend your knees so that the bottom of your foot is facing the ceiling, and little pushes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up to the ceiling. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. That's where the work is. And rest with control. Lower that leg. Inhale and exhale back. Rest, rest, rest. Now come back up. We're going to do the other side. Adjust your clothing if you need to. Now this time it's the right leg. So basically the foot is making a kind of a flex. So you lift up that leg. You notice mine's not perfectly straight. The butt cheek is squeezing and lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. You're holding it up. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Hold it right there. You're still squeezing in the butt cheek. Now bend your knee, the bottom of your foot parallel to the ceiling, and we're going to push up with that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Ooh, I can feel that squeeze in the butt cheek. Breathe. Release. Now rest back in child pose. I need to adjust something on the screen here, so you just stay resting in your child pose. I'm going to come right back. Okay, good. All right, now come up, and we're going to turn around. Bring the legs around. And now we're going to do the roll down, roll up. But first, shake out your legs. Now this may be not good for everyone, because basically we're lowering the whole body down to the floor, and then without yanking, we're very evenly bringing it right back up. So it really requires strong abdominal work. And this is one of those exercises that you want to make sure your head and neck are in the right position so that they're not working too hard. So basically, I'm going to try to show you what this means. The form is you start forward with the head bowed down. We're going to lower the back to the floor, but your head stays tucked. Your chin is tucked. Arms go back. This is an inhale. Exhale. You come up. You see how hard that is to come up from keeping the chin tucked and forward. So I'm going to move forward here a little bit on my mat. You can just watch this a couple times first, and then if you want, rewind the video and then do it with the video. But this is so important for safety reasons. So exhale forward. Inhale back. Back on the floor. Come up. Chin tucked. Inhale back. Back to the floor, chin tucked. Exhale up. Inhale back. Now this time, I'm going to come all the way down. You can do, of course, more if you want later. But the idea is, and you saw me do it a little bit of it there, you should not be yanking the body. If you want, you can even go halfway. So you can be forward like this, exhale, keep your chin tucked as if you're holding a little walnut or a nectarine between your chin and your chest. You can go back like this and then come forward. So this is an exhale. Inhale back and exhale forward. And just squeeze into those abdominals. Inhale back. Keep your head rounded forward so that it's not straining. Okay, now I'm going to come all the way down. And I'm going to bring my knees up. And right here, you're going to rest a moment. And get yourself all in order. Ready for the next part. I actually love this one. Again, the head with this next one is very important, that you're in the correct form. So you bring your legs up, your knees are kind of above your hips, back is on the floor, and your hands are behind your ears, but you're not pulling on your head, and the arms are open wide, the elbows are open wide. So inhale, exhale. So you're looking at your belly. You're holding for about 5. Then you dip down, inhale, back up, exhale. Look at your belly. And here we go. Down, exhale, holding for about 5. You're holding your back into the floor. And down, and one more, up. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And while we're here, let's circle those knees because it feels so good. Circle those knees. The floor is massaging your back. And then go the other way, other way. Taking a drink of water whenever you need it. Okay, now right here, if you would like to do a little spine twist, you can. Inhale, and you're going to lower your knees very gently to the left and look to your right. Keep your shoulders on the floor and look away from your twist. Once you get there, you relax, breathe. Always listening to your body. And remembering you don't have to do every exercise. You pick and choose which ones work for you. Most importantly, especially when you're working harder like this, be very focused on your breathing. Now we're going to bring the legs back the other way. Inhale across. And exhale, then lower down on the other side, slowly with control. Keep your shoulders on the floor as best you can, and you're looking away from your twist. Breathe. Let that hip go, let the spine go. Now, gently bring those knees back up. Nothing abrupt, nothing too fast. And bring your head back to center. Okay. Now, we're going to bring both legs up in the air. I love to be upside down like this. Bring your arms up too, and you're going to shake, shake, shake. And we're going to turn this into what usually starts off most Pilates sessions, the 100. But I think I'm not sure that I'm actually going to do it all the way to the full 100 here. Maybe we'll do it halfway. We'll see as we go. I'll count. But the 100, the legs are basically above, right directly above the hips. The more you go out on an angle like this, the harder it's going to be for your core. I like to put them out a little bit, but I don't go much more than this. Your arms are by your side up, and they are going to move very controlled and relaxed like this as we stay up, counting through the 100. And most of all, most importantly, the head and neck. The head, you're looking at your tummy. So, but you're holding it in the core so that you're free to move your head from side to side. And there's no strain. So here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. 30. 50. and rest right here. Bring your head down. So we did about 80. And you can see, I mean, that was challenging for me a little bit, but that control where you don't let everything flop around all over the place, that's what's so important. And that the head is up. You don't want the head to be back here because that's when your neck is straining. It's like you've got a little nectarine right between your chin and your chest. That's the right space of how your head should be tilted forward. Okay, just rest a minute here, breathe. Now, this little section here is some of my favorites. I'm going to cross. I hope you can see this correctly from where you are. I'm going to turn a little bit on my mat so you can see me at a different angle. I'm bringing out my right foot and I'm crossing it over my left leg. Then my left hand is behind my head, and I want to make sure that elbow is open. And we're going to come up, straight up for about 8 counts. Then we're going to do 8 twisting to the right. And then we're going to do 6 straight up again, and then 4 from the elbow to the knee. So here's what it looks like. So right here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to do the twist toward that right knee. Up, twist right, center, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now straight up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at 1. Now towards your knee. 1, 2, 3. Hold it and rest. Rest down. Keep your foot crossing over the left leg. Bring your legs up in the air. And you're stretching gently that right hip open. You can rotate that left ankle again. Now, while I got you here, we're going to bring both legs up in the air. And we're going to do one of my favorite things where you're walking upside down. I think I'm going to turn my mat here so you don't get confused about what I'm doing because the mat's not right under me. Okay, so legs up in the air, and we're going to walk upside down. You want to keep your back in contact with the floor. You're bringing your toes of one foot to the heel of the other, and you're walking directly over your chest as best you can. Not everybody can do it. Some people hate this exercise. So you're walking now back this way. The further you go, the harder it gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, over the chest. Other way. 2, 3, 4, down, and turn back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and backward again. 2, 3. Don't you love this? Okay, then walk back to the center and we'll rest. Okay, rest right here. Oh. Now, this is probably older than I am, which is getting up there. We're going to do a double pulse scissor. So it's double pulse, open, cross the other way. Double pulse, open, double pulse, open, double pulse, open. You keeping your back pressed into the floor, sucking your belly button into the spine. That's how you're working the core, because that's what's controlling this movement that's causing a lot of pressure going back and forth because of the legs crossing. It's keeping you balanced, the core. Okay, rest. Now bring those legs down, and we do have another side to do, crossing the left foot over the right knee. Your right hand behind your ear, it's just lightly touching. You're not going to be yanking on your head. And we're going to come straight up for 8. 1. Notice the head. You're looking toward the belly. 3. Keep the elbow open. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to twist to the left. 1 and 2 and 3. You should be feeling it in the core, not the neck. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now straight up again for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it to the knee for 4. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Rest. Oh, just rest. Now keep your left foot crossed over the right thigh. Bring those legs up in the air. You need to rest in between everything. Now bring both legs up. Shake those legs out again. Shake the arms out too. The hardest part is over, my friends. Okay, now we're going to turn. I'm going to turn on my left side. So you can turn on your left side. I have to adjust something on the screen here. There we go. All right, now we're down on the left. This is Pilates work and some yogic abdominal work, the clam ski. I call it clam ski, the clam. So we're going to start on our side. I'm on my left side. And let's do the thing that's easiest right here. We're going to bring up the right leg. Pilates stance. I hope you can see my foot there. The foot is, the heel is turned in, pointing toward the floor. So we're going to go in front of the bottom leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch in the middle. Then behind the leg, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Now notice, and this is so important, the foot is a little bit above or not dropping below the hip. That's very important. Otherwise, it's really going to bother your hip. Now, just a little bit of a stretch here. I love this stretch. I am laying on my side. My hips are stacked, but I'm going to let this top hip drop forward, and I put my top arm here behind the body, and it's making my spine do this lovely, gentle, soft twist. The hip is dropping forward, the right hip. The shoulder is opening back. The right shoulder is opening back. Now we're going to reverse this. This top hip here is going to drop back. The arm's going to come in front. You have to do that to balance. And let that hip drop back a little bit, and you're going to feel a lovely stretch right in the front of your hip flexor there. Make sure you're relaxed. Don't hold your body stiff. Okay. Now stack the hips back on top of each other. All right, while we're here, we might as well get this one over with. This is for the inner thighs. And we're going to do it lightly. If you want to do more of these, you can do the video again, or you can add it on to your own practice. But I'm showing you the most basic, with the basic amount of repetition, so we can squeeze it into a certain amount of time. So your top knee and the foot can either be, for this exercise, behind the bottom leg, or you can actually have it in front. I've been doing it with my foot behind the bottom leg. Now this leg is going to move off the floor in one piece. This bottom leg, ready? It's slightly off the floor. It's going to come up in tiny little increments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you feel your inner thigh? 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 1, 2, 3. Up for 3. 1, 2. Hold 3. Now little singles right from that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Down slow. Up slow. Down slow. Up for 3. 1, 2. Stop at the top. Little singles for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop at the top. Down slow. Up slow. Down slow. Now from here, come up for 2. 1, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2. Singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top. Now little circles with your foot, with the heel of your foot forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now go backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're really feeling this, I'm sure, at this point. Hold this here for a second and rest. Now, I probably should have showed this to you before we started, but just remember,
Fran.
Hold on one second, Marlene. Hold on, everybody. Just hold on one second. I can't talk to you. I'm making a video. I'm making a video. I'll go get you. Okay, so now, I'm sorry my neighbor came to my door, but that's what it's like when you're teaching Zooms and doing videos from your home. All right, so let's see where we were. So for that, the correct positioning, the safe positioning, again, was this leg was open and your hips are basically stacked, but don't drop back too far. If you drop back too far, you could hurt your back. So try to keep the hips stacked one on top of the other as best you can when you're doing that last exercise for the inner thigh. All right, rest, close the legs. Now bring your knees up and bend your top knee into your chest. We're just going to do, we don't have much more to go. And then we have to do the other side. We're doing like a half of a bicycle here. So you're bringing the knee up to the chest. Exhale, inhale, go back. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, round. Exhale. Inhale, go round. Now bring your leg behind you, catch your ankle, and you're stretching the front of your thigh. Noticing your breathing. Now release. So we just got a nice little stretch there in the front of the thigh. All right, now we're going to do one of my favorites. It's called clam, and your hips are basically stacked. Your feet are together, and we are going to close with control. Exhale. So keep this spot. It's like your feet are both at a spot in space up here. Keep the feet there as you close. 1. When you close, you exhale. That's 3, 4. Open. 5. Open. 6. Open. 7. Open. 8. Now keep the leg open. Extend the top leg only. And 1, touch your foot. 2, touch. 3, touch. 4, we're just going to go to 7. 5, touch. 6, you notice how everything is very still. 7, so nothing's really moving all over the place, just that extension of the leg. Now close the knees for 1. We're going to go to 6. 2, 3, 4. The breathing is exhale. 5, inhale. 6, inhale, and rest. Ooh. So just rest here a moment. There's one more to do on this side, and then we're going to do the other side, and then we're done. So this next one is yoga, taken from yoga. Extremely powerful because it works the whole all the muscle system throughout the body in this single movement here. Now, I am down on my upper arm. I like to come up when I do this one in one movement. So what we do is you're bringing the legs up. Notice the neck should be relaxed. No strain. All of the work is in the middle of the body. And down. We're going to exhale when we come up. Exhale. And inhale. We're just going to do 4. Exhale. And inhale. 1 more. And exhale. Okay. And rest. Now, we're going to turn over on our belly. And just the pelvis is face to face on the floor. And you're going to bring your right knee bent out. A lot of us like to sleep this way. And your head is turned in the same direction that your knee's coming out. This is a great opportunity here to really focus on your breathing deeply and using the breath to relax your body. Okay, now we're going to switch and we're going to bend the other knee out. The left knee, the hip is facing the floor. My head is turned in that direction. When you breathe, breathe deep into your belly, especially when you are doing, when you're exerting more energy like we are now, more effort. It's so important that you breathe deep, belly breathing. Okay, so we're going to come up, turn around, do the other side. So you're coming down now on your right side. Here we go. And you're on your upper arms on the floor. If you need to put a pillow under your head, I actually do that often with this hand as it's been healing. Make yourself comfortable. Find ways that you can more effortlessly and comfortably do these exercises. Okay, so you're on your side, legs are long. We're going to pick up that top leg. The Pilates stance is your heel is pointing toward the floor. We're going to bring this leg, these are called heel beats. We're going to bring this leg to the front first. Front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, in front of the leg, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, behind, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, front, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Rest. And here's where we're going to do, actually before, we'll save that. We'll save that little stretch. So you're just resting here a moment. And while we're here, you do want to give this a little rest in between, because what we were just doing with our leg, if we too quickly open the leg out into the next position, you could actually strain something. So you want to give yourself a little rest in between. So this is that one, your hips are stacked. You don't want to be dropping back like this. You could hurt your back that way. Keep the hips stacked as best you can. So this is my left leg opening up, and this is for the inner thigh. I put my foot behind the bottom leg. You can also do it this way if you want. I find this a little more comfortable. Now this bottom leg is going to move in one piece off the floor. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3. Up for 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop at the top. You're just holding that leg up there. The muscle's working hard. Little singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down slow. Up slow. Down slow. Up for 3. 1, 2. Stop at the top. Little singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down slow. Up slow. These are slow singles. Down slow. We were interrupted when I was on the other side, so it was a little jumbled when we did the other side. Come up for 2. 1, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down. Singles. 1, 2, 3, almost done. 4, 5. Stop at the top. Now we're going to circle the heel forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Now, doing this part here, rest the leg down, rest. If you're doing it for the first time and you can feel yourself wobbling all over the place, that's what happens when you first start to do these exercises until you get really stronger in the core and your core can hold the whole body in a more controlled way while you're moving the leg. But when you're first doing it, it feels like when the leg moves, the whole body's moving all over the place. So don't be discouraged by that. It's totally the way it happens at first. Okay, so now let's do that lovely stretch. I'm going to have to adjust the screen in a moment. So the hips are stacked, and I'm going to let this top hip, my left hip, drop forward. I'm going to bring the arm behind. Oh, it feels so good. Just getting a little bit of relief here in between. And then bring that hip back. Let that same hip drop backward and bring your arm to the front to balance the shifting of your weight. Breathe, don't forget. And come back. Now you're going to bring both knees bent up. Hug that left knee into the chest. Now we're going to inhale, go out with that leg. It's a single bicycle, slow bicycle move. Exhale, knee comes back in to the chest. Inhale, out, back. Bend the knee in again, exhale. Inhale, forward, back. Bend the knee into the chest again, exhale. Forward, back. And now catch your leg, your ankle behind you, and you're feeling this thigh, the quadriceps stretch gently. Just enjoy that stretch while you're here. And relax. And now we're all set up for the yoga clam. So your feet are together, the knees are bent, but we open them apart. And this spot in space where your feet are touching, you want to try to keep that right where it is, no matter how you're moving your legs. Here we go. Inhale with them open. Exhale. 1. Inhale. 3. 5. 7. 8. Now we're going to extend that top leg out and touch the foot. 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to 7. 5, 6, 7. Close the knees for 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, and rest, 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 rest. Okay. And one more. So this is called, we did it on the other side, infinity pose. So the way I like to do it, you might need to watch it a couple of times before you actually do it. This arm, I come up, I kind of slide up onto the bottom of my upper arm, and both legs come up, and you can really feel this whole muscle here. Exhale, inhale, exhale up. Keep your neck relaxed. All the work is happening in the middle of the body. And down, inhale. 2 more. Exhale. And down, inhale. And up. Make sure you don't hyperextend your knees, the back of your knees. And rest. Now we're going to roll onto our belly, and I'm bending my left knee and I'm looking in that direction where my knee is bent, and I'm stretching gently across the front of the pelvis. And switch. We're switching, bending the right knee and turning your head to the right. Breathe. Now at this point, all of you can turn over onto your back and just rest with your face toward the ceiling. You turn around like this. And it's much more comfortable to keep your knees bent. Just let yourself relax. Your arms can be down by your side. It's just like a savasana after a yoga class. Focus on your breathing. Now just bend your right knee into your chest. Inhale and straighten the left leg down. We're going to do another twist before we go. Take a deep breath, inhale. And we're going to gently fold this right knee across the left side of your body. And you're looking away from your twist. Keep your shoulders on the floor, on the mat. Let go. Don't hold your body stiff. The whole purpose of the stretch is to get into this range of the stretch and then relax in the range. And release. Come, bring your back down on the floor. Cross that right foot over your left knee. Bring the legs up. One last time, rotate your ankle. Opening up your hip. Now straighten both legs up. Bend the left knee into the chest. Bring the right leg down on the mat. And we're ready for the twist on the other side. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently fold your left knee across the right side of your body and look in the opposite direction of your twist. Allow your shoulders to stay on the floor as best you can. It doesn't matter if this knee doesn't come all the way down on the floor. That's not what we're doing. We're just seeing what your range is and comfortably stretching into your range, wherever that knee lands. Now gently come out of it. Okay. So you can lay there as long as you like, my friends. My screen, I have to kind of crawl over here and make sure I'm still with you. There we are. I couldn't see anything there for a bit. Thank you for joining me for Core and More. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Fran here. Thank you.